Nestled along the shores of Lake Erie. Welcome to Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Cleveland Browns. Everyone's still celebrating the return of regular season football, and we're away in week 2. Trey Tucker to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. Let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Ready.
First carry here for Ashton Genty. And he takes it ahead for a 4-yard pickup there to begin our game.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule. Brings up 2nd and 5.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5.
Ready.
From the 28. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
I love that. I love that defensively right there. It's about the only thing you can do to the tight ends at this level. You have got to disrupt them. You have got to match their physicality with even more physicality, and it forced an incompletion.
3rd down from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
60 Bison.
To throw here on 1st down. It's a screen play to Genty. Continuing to move past the 45. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
Got to be pretty good after. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Running from the pistol here with Genty. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. And it's Carson Schlesinger who got over there for the stop.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Practice Mustang 19. 7 Pirates. 18 Rattler. 18. Go.
Dropping back to throw. And this is caught. That's Bowers working downfield. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Escapes the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. He's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
Ready?
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
60 Eagles. 18 Cardinal.
Now looking to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders finish up an excellent opening series. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. First and 10 from the 41.
70 Timberwolves.
Sanders going to look to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Here we go, start.
Now the first carry for Quinshon Judkins. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Jeremy Chin there on the stop.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
65, Cat, 65. Ready.
From the 46. Big strike downfield to Judy. He is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
Back goal, East. Unlock line. Unlock line. Get it. Ready.
A give left side. Judkins. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
At the 18-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second and 3.
Another one for Judkins. And that second down run is only going to manage a yard.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Hey, Cougar Knight.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. It's caught. Fannin has it. And he's able to get this down to the 13. It's a gain of 4 there, and that gives the Browns a first.
That's another Browns first down.
Hey, go.
First and 10.
And the pistol, here's Judkins. He finds him 6 yards on that first down run.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Pass.
The first carry for the speedy Dylan Sampson. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3.
Ready,
Judkins up the middle. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down. They've got themselves a 1st and goal. Love the way they decided to keep the drive moving, Brock, pounding it forward, setting an early tone on this opening drive.
It sure does, both physically and then mentally as well, because you know and I know, successful run often leads to great play-action pass.
Ready, alert. Take go.
Judkins. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go. Brock, they take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up. So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. Ready to go with the second quarter. And it's the Browns with it inside the red zone. One more time with Judkins. And he pushed forward, but they managed to stop him at the 2. 3 yards on the run. It's going to be third and goal.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense can say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
And the run will not work. He is stopped at the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
Like the final battle scene from a movie, Kate, 2 sides charging each other, and they meet right at that line. And they didn't have to try and backward, All they had to do was hold the line to go win that battle.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. Quick throw finds about right. That's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns finish up their opening drive. All right, so we're already into the second quarter, Brock, but that was just their opening drive of this football game. Fortunately, they did get a touchdown out of it.
Yep, and if opportunities with the ball are going to be as frequent as they've been to start this game, you got to make each and one of those chances count. In that area, they are a perfect 1-for-1.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. First play is going to be a give to Jency. Juke the defender. And he's sent out of bounds after an 8-yard pickup, so they've got 2nd and 2.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Throwing now, off play action. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
I think I got the same bubble as all the fans in the stands with that one. You just got to tuck it. Don't try to force the issue. You're out there in the open space, put your head down and go get the first.
Counter give to Jency. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
And there won't be a return here. This punt is out of bounds. They'll say inside the 40. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. With Sanders out of the pistol. Hits him on the out route. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Finds the in route complete. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
That's good for a Browns 1st down.
Judkins running between the tackles. A lot of traffic up the middle there, and he's bounced outside. Now from 7. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd.
Here we go. Ready.
Out of the gun, here's Sanders. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. Well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Sampson from the pistol. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10.
Ready?
Slot man in motion right. Giving this to Genty. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pass caught by Jack Besh. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Shotgun now on 3rd down. That finds Besh, complete. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's good for a Raiders 1st.
Let's go. 70.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Taking his shot, deep down the field it goes. This is...
What is he doing, my nigga?
And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
What the fuck is
The
that?
analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Cowboy 80.
Working inside the red zone. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go now.
Throwing it again here. Jump off, caught by his back. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things.
And he gets in. Touchdown. The Raiders get some late points and the lead. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
How about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop them on 3rd and goal.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Looking out of the gun, Sanders. It's caught. Here's Crenshaw Judkins. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gain about 8, 2nd down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
From the 44 here on 2nd down. Buys time, rolling right. Now here he goes. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Forced out to his right. Taking a deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
Ready, go!
Back to the air here on second. Sanders. On the screen, this is Sampson. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
First down from the red zone. And he will score. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns earn the chance to tie before halftime. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned. That's 6 in the end.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Tucker now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. "19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it." Slot receiver headed left. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. Breaks the tackle. Green grass ahead. And he gets him around 6 there. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. He fires one deep down the middle. Caught just shy of the goal line. He has the touchdown. The Raiders take the lead just before halftime.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got single high or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. To return, Jerome Ford. Finds some space, he's past the 30. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Has this at the 6. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20.
At their own 23-yard line.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Let's go.
To the air, Sanders. Moving the screen pass for Judkins. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Big play, 23 yards to move those chains. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. From the gun, Judkins. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Hey, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Operating from the gun, here's Sanders. Short pass brought in. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's set out. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can have a lot of yards if someone tracks him down.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain.
Ready, set.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
Ready.
Here's Sanders now. Complete beyond the marker. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that gives the Browns a first.
That's good for another Cleveland Browns.
70,
First and 10 at the 20-yard
From the
line.
red zone now. Caught by his running back Judkins. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Here's Judkins on 2nd down. And he's going to go out with a pick of a 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out. Third and short.
And he won't get back to the line, Brock. They needed one, but they're going to lose one on that play. It's 4th down.
3rd and inches, and you hate to see that run go backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and you know you're imploring your guys, listen, just give us a little bit of a push, and we will move the sticks. Instead, well, the defense is energized with that stop.
And all the pressure gets it done. That's a sack on 4th down as they force the turnover.
Well, this one never had a chance. Between the pressure right there in his face and the coverage downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play.
Here we go. Here we go. Cowboy 80.
Genty from the gun. He breaks the tackle, and he gets absolutely popped to end that one. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Another gauge here to Genty. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Couldn't get the screen set up properly. Brock pass incomplete, and they're going to hope for better results now on 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
65, 6, 2, go.
And off to Genty. And this almost ended worse, but it gets a yard out of it. With Mason Graham engulfing that play. Five men in the secondary for the Browns. 3rd down coming.
7 Pirates, 7 Cougar Knights.
Back to throw. Throwing the out route complete. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
At their own 20-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready,
Sanders back to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. They're on it. That's intercepted. Jeremy Chin has got it. And the Raiders are going to have it after his 2nd interception season. Well, mission accomplished by the pass rush, right, partner? That is their goal. If you can't get the QB down, encourage him to roll left, make a throw across his body. Well, they forced him to do that. He threw it, and it's intercepted.
Yeah, I like that word, encourage. Right? Just give him a little push that way. And you can feel the guys in coverage. They get sticky. It's like Velcro. They know if they can get tight in coverage, that QB rolling against his arm, the ball's not coming with the same velo, and it could be a sitting duck exactly like that, a target for them to go pick.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to the air here. Chased out to his right. He's running with it. He's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
Hello,
They'll toss it. Genty. And they make the play at the 23. A gain of only a little. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
ready. Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready.
From the 23. We go to Genty on the dump off. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Here's Genty. And he's going to be taken down as this defense shows some backbone. Great stand to get him at the 2.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
Has it in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal.
Let's go.
Throwing power with the big tight end. And he hauls it across for the Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. And he pulls it. It's no good. Kick goes too far to the left. Point after, left on the table. Well, probably still thinking about that missed extra point, partner, but he's got to move past it quick as he gets forward to send this one away. Here's Ford on the return. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
70 range. Here we go. 70 Timberwolves. Go.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darian Porter. Well, what better way to follow up one interception than by getting back out there and picking off another on the first play of the very next drive.
And think of all the work the offense just did on the sideline to try and recover. You can put together a good plan. Here's your adjustment. And in just one play, you flush it all down the toilet.
Panther 11. Panther.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Trying for the deep ball. He's got it deep downfield. He does it. Touchdown. The Raiders have likely locked up the win right there.
Every touchdown's got its own story, but for me, Kate, that one's all about courage. Courage of that receiver to run all the way across the field. Courage of the quarterback to know it's going to take a little extra time. That courage paid dividends for 6.
And that one is no good. Didn't even come very close to sneaking that one in, so leave that score as is. So now after after his second missed point after the game. He's hoping to strike this one a little better as he kicks it away. Here's Ford on the return. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him.
Hold the ready.
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
60, 60. Ready.
Looking to throw here. Shake off that previous INT. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Raiders get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Putting a receiver in motion. Cut at the 10-yard line. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
The quarterbacks aren't always the one dishing out punishment, but when they take it and they deliver a frozen rope, when they deliver a ball right on target just like that, and the respect factor grows 100-fold with your teammates.
And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. He gets 4 yards on the carry. That's going to leave him just a yard out on 2nd and goal.
Ready. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Gets it again. And he's still going backwards as they get him behind the line.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Raiders moments away from a 2-0 start. We've got 3 tight ends out there now. Here's 3rd and goal.
Dragon 6. Let's go now.
They'll throw it. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Picked off by Carson Schlesinger. And the Browns have it as he records the first interception of his young career.
Intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he was showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there'll be more interceptions.
With him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Sanders setting the pass. Big strike downfield to Judy. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that gives the Browns a 1st.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
19. Ready.
Play action, Sanders. Throw left side, finds Fannin. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their 1st.
10 yards.
And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches.
Let's go. Ready.
From the 48. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. They're set up at the 35 now.
Come on.
Sanders going to throw here on 1st. Completed to his running back. And he gets a small chunk there before he's touched down. Now the Browns spend their final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Offense with an enviable spot to be in, 2nd and inches. Working out of the gun, Sanders. Trying to push it deep downfield. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw.
And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns get it back to within 2 possessions. A second touchdown through the air for Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place. But 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
Tucker now on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. They're going to pass it here. Locked his one deep downfield. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. Intended target, Dante Thornton Jr. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Get it. Trap 60, trap 60. Dragon 60.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. He's trying another one deep. Good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest. 1st down from the red zone. And they strike for a touchdown on the final play of the game. They didn't need it, but they will take it anyway. The Raiders making a 3-score game in the 4th. So an exclamation point there. That